Okay, I had someone request Busted by the Black Keys. If I was gonna play it, I mean, you can pretty much play any song in any tuning that you want. There's no, it's all up to you really. But for this one, I'm sure he's probably in open G, but I don't want to tune all the strings for just that one song. So what I'm gonna do to make it easier for me, the way I would play it is I would take your bottom E string and tune it up to G. So have it match your G string. So hit your G string and then get your bottom E to match. So now if you play like a G chord right here, you can have that bottom string open. Right? Okay, so it kind of starts off. I would play it with the slide because there's the part in there where that part's in there. So, I mean, you can easily do it without a slide, but when I'm listening to it, it sounds like, he's got a slide with him. But it's just a little simple jam, so it kind of starts off, again, anytime you play a song like this, finger style, that's just more about the groove. It's not so much like your typical song where it's verse, chorus, stuff like that. I mean, there is that part, but it's mainly the groove, and it's going to change slightly every time you play it. You'll feel it a little different. So this is just kind of like a base to kind of work off of, I would say. So you can get your tempo by just hitting that open, which is now G, right? So I'm just going to focus on the top part of the lick, and then at a point in time you can start doing that lick with the bottom string. So it's going to go. So imagine a G. I'll take the slide off for right now. Imagine like a G chord, right? So we're just going to fiddle around with, when you're playing an open. So we're going to go from 3 to 4 on the G, top E, and then 3, 1 on the B, right? And then since we get G is right there, we're going to bend that to that note, to the open G. And sometimes, instead of going, you can just go, because he'll vary it, so. And then throw in that bottom G now. Okay, so let's listen to how it starts. Well, in the very, very beginning, he's just kind of screwing around in G, like. Just screw around in G, however you want, for that intro, before it starts the main groove. Okay, so now we get to the, so that's one of the licks that, right, something similar to that. And then the main groove is just, you have that G note right there, right? And we have the open G too, but G on the 5th fret of the D. So that's the note we're going to be sliding into. See, how do I do it? So I actually slide into that note. It sounds like. So I slide into that note, and then open E. So I slide into that, and then I hit open D, and then the open G, kind of like a. And then 5/3 on the bottom. So without the slide, it'd be. Right? You just slide it. You can slide with one note, two notes. It sounds like you're just hitting the one note though. And I usually when I play it that way every time. Like one part resolving on that. Like kind of like you're playing the bass line with the song, and then the next one open. So at least you've got some movement. Like that, right? And then it just goes back into the So we'll listen to the rest. It changes it a tad. Okay, so then when he actually gets to the verse and starts singing, it changes, no slide on this part, and we're just gonna go. Actually, I have to hear it because I can't remember how it goes now. Okay. So on the verse part, I'm just going open G, 5-3, and then 5-3 open G back to the root G, right? So sometimes I'll bend that a little bit, open, and then back to the G. So that's when he's singing. Real simple, right? Before it goes back into the okay, so I think that's pretty much the whole song. Yeah, you like in the recording, it sounds like after that initial riffage on that G, every time after that he kind of doesn't go resolve to the open G. He just resolved to that note. Right, so it goes. But I will sometimes do the same how I did here with the bass. Like, so I would. That, for me, I always do that because it kind of gives it more movement and it keeps the rhythm going for me instead of just doing the same part there. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, you can pick other G notes to slide to. You can slide to the G here. So that's pretty much the whole, you could slide into a whole G chord. Right, because you got the G right here. So you can slide into that when you really want to get crazy. I like to do that too. So that's pretty much it. It's mainly really, like most of the stuff when you play juniors and the key stuff, the finger stuff, it's really about how to try to make it sound cool more so than because it's not hard licks, but it is hard to keep the strings quiet, play with the slide, and then get the feel of it, and it not be all loud and clanging and stuff. That's really the genius of it, really. And of course the groove. The groove will change, the tempo, everything. The better you familiar you get with the song. So, anyways, hopefully that helps. And of course, like I said before, you could easily tune to Open G and have even more cool bends and stuff that you could work in there. But for that, I think since it's just a simple song and it's just a couple parts, it's a cool one because you can still get that open G with your thumb. You can get that open G going and get some cool bass lines as well. So hope that helps out.